Hey, Spirit 105.3, I'm Erica.
Hey, Erica, it's Jeremy Yost from the Disabled American Veterans, the DAV.
What an honor to talk with you today. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing today, ma'am?
Well, I'm doing great. I'm so thrilled that you are coming to JBLM and putting on this job fair for our disabled veterans, our heroes. Jeremy, why do you do what you do?
So I've been working for DAV for about 12 and a half years to take care of my fellow veterans and help them not just with their benefits, but also help them find employment as well.
Wow. And I want to thank you for serving our country. What's your story?
So I started in the Marine Corps back in 2006. I did a few deployments to Afghanistan, and once I got off of active duty service, I started going into the motorcycle industry and being a mechanic. Ultimately, I found out that my injuries were more severe than I thought. So I worked with VA's VRE, the Veterans Readiness Employment Program, and they told me about DAV. And I went and had an interview with them, saw what they were doing to help our fellow veterans, and been working with them ever since.
Wow, thank you so much. I love your story because it sounds like you never give up.
I try not to. I try to find a way to continue to move forward.
What happens in your heart when one of our heroes is matched up with the right job?
It's just very fulfilling, very rewarding to be able to help them through a difficult time of their life. A lot of times when they're coming off of active duty, they don't know what they're going to do next, or they've already been off of active duty for multiple years. They have those issues of not knowing what's coming next. So being able to make it easier for them and help that transition become a lot more smooth is just the best thing that I feel every time I do it.
Oh, that's so awesome. Is there a story that you love to tell about a hero who found a job through DAV?
So one of the ones that I like to tell every time I talk to these veterans, especially when you're coming to these job fairs, is to talk to every single company. We had an individual that was a nurse that was trying to was having a hard time finding employment, and she didn't know who to talk to, and ultimately passed up TSA because most of us think that we know a company before we even go there. And if I was a nurse, I wouldn't go talk to TSA either. But she went and talked to the gentleman, and they were actually hiring nurses at the airport.
Wow.
Now, looking back on it, that makes a lot more sense because people get injured at the airport all the time and need to be treated. We ultimately talked to the individual, got a job, started working on Monday, has better benefits than she had in a hospital. She has more time off, and ultimately, she's loving her job. So I try to tell everyone, and I use that one, you don't know a company until you talk to them. So take the time, talk to every single individual, because you don't know what opportunities might be available.
Wow. Jeremy, what would you say to a veteran who's listening this morning and going, I don't know if I should show up to this job fair. I'd like to, but what would you say to that hero?
I would say take a chance. The worst case scenario is you go up there and you just talk to people and you network and find out maybe you're interested in something that you didn't know about. And it's free. It's no cost to you. With our corporate partner, Recruit Military, we put on these events throughout the entire year and all over the country. We're going to be at 3 different facilities this week, but the main one we're talking about today is Joint Base Lewis McChord. There's no cost for it. All you have to do is dress up, come to the event, and just talk to the individuals and tell them what you can bring to the table to these companies.
Wow.
So it's no cost to you. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to find that gainful employment or find that next opportunity for you as well.
So good. So what is it going to look like and feel like when somebody steps into the American Lake Conference Center tomorrow?
So when you walk in, you're going to be met by Recruit Military. They're going to have a table right at the front. You're going to check in. If you haven't already set up your profile, they'll help you one-on-one complete that profile so you can get into the event. If you've already set it up, you're going to already have your QR code. You'll be able to review that information, and then you'll move on to the next step, which is talking to all the companies. Now, all the companies understand what you're bringing to the table because of you being in that military community, not just the veterans, but the spouses and the children of veterans as well. And they'll be able to scan your QR code, get access to your profile and your resume, and start having that conversation for that next opportunity.
Wow. Jeremy Yost from the Disabled American Veterans, thank you for hanging out with us. And we're going to put all the info for our listeners on our website. God bless you and your fellow heroes.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope you have a good day.
You too.
Are you looking for a distinctly Christian education? A place where your child can be challenged with academic rigor through a biblical worldview? Consider King's Schools.
Hi, my name is Michaela, and I'm a proud student of King's Schools graduating class of 2025. Being a King's Knight has made a significant impact on my faith and future. Next year, I will be studying at Northwest University in their honors program. Because of King's Schools, I grew so much in my faith and my relationship with God. If you're considering enrolling at King's Schools next year, my advice would be to go for it. The community and environment here were amazing for me, and I love it here. And you will too.
Sign up for a tour of King's Schools by June 30th, and if you enroll, mention purposely and pay no application fee. Visit gokings.org for more, building resilient disciples of Christ through Christian education for 75 years. gokings.org.